Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Let's Grow. I hope you are very well and doing great in your life. If you are very new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you can check out the description box also. If you want to be a part of our WhatsApp group, you can join us. The link is given in the description box. Also, if you want to join me on LinkedIn, the LinkedIn profile is given in the description box. You can check out. So today's topic of discussion is drainage basin, catchment and watershed. So let us start our discussion. So before initiating this video, let us understand that these three terms are same. These are synonymous and can be used interchangeably. But if we see in the India, these two terms, drainage basin or catchment, these two terms are used dominantly, and this term watershed is used in the USA. So in India we use the drainage basin and catchment, and these three terms are same. So let us try to understand that what is a catchment. A catchment is an area of land usually surrounded by mountains or hills over which water flows and is collected. So a catchment is an area which is surrounded by the mountains or hills. So if you see your area, that your area is also surrounded by mountains or hills. So the complete area which is surrounded by the mountains or hills is known as the catchment. And what is the property of catchment? That whenever a precipitation event occur over this catchment, the water will flow in the catchment and it will give the discharge, or whatever water is coming in the catchment will give the discharge at a particular point, that is known as the outlet. Within a catchment, water runs by gravity to the lowest point. As we know that property of water, that water or any liquid always flows from higher elevation to the lower elevation. So if we look at the catchment boundary, it is surrounded by the mountains or hills. So water will start flowing over the mountains and later on it reach on the plain region, and it will reach at the lowest point of the catchment where you can collect all the water. The water is called surface runoff if it stays on the top of the land, or groundwater flow if it soaks into the ground. Now in a catchment, the water can be flowing two modes, either surface runoff or groundwater flow. If water is flowing over the surface, then it is termed as the surface runoff, and it is possible that some part of the precipitation infiltrate into the ground, and this water which is infiltrate into the ground will flow into the ground in the term of groundwater flow. This groundwater flow can be joined to some river or stream in the later stage, or it can be joined to the groundwater also. When water reaches the lowest point in a catchment, it eventually flows into a river, lake, wetland or the ocean. So whenever the water flows in a catchment, and when it reaches at the lowest point of the catchment, it will join to the another river, lake, wetland or any ocean. So ultimately all the water, all the rivers are going to join to the ocean. So here you can see an image of the watershed. Here you can see this red color boundary. This is the catchment boundary, and for this catchment, this point is the outlet. You can see here my red color laser. This is the outlet of this catchment, and this red color boundary are those points which are the highest elevations point in this area, usually the mountains or hills. These all are the top points of the mountains or hills. So what it will do, that what are the properties of a catchment, that whenever the precipitation event occur over this catchment, the water will flow in this catchment only, in this bounded area, and whatever water is coming, that will give the discharge at this point outlet. So here you can see the directions of flow, that whenever the water precipitate over this catchment, the water will flow in these directions and it will join some stream, and these streams are joined to the main river. And these points or these lines of highest elevation are called as the watershed line or the ridge line. Watershed line or ridge lines are the points which represent the highest elevations of that particular area. These are generally represented by the top points of the mountains and hills. Within catchments, dams have been built on rivers to store the water, and this gives us a more permanent water supply. So how we get the water supply? Within a catchment, we construct a dam. Suppose we construct a dam here. So behind this dam, we collect a large amount of water in form of reservoir, and from this reservoir we can construct an intake structure, and through this intake structure we can take the water from the reservoir and supply this water in the required areas for the farming or for the drinking water purpose. So I hope you like this video. If you find this video informative, make sure you hit that like button. You can subscribe our channel Let's Grow for more informative videos. Thank you so much to watch this lesson till the end. Okay, take care.